Yeah, welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while since I last talked, specifically where I didn't go more into detail about the World Cup, but reality is like there's a lot going on personally, so couldn't get onto the platform just to speak my mind. But congratulations to Spain, of course. Congratulations to them. Um, the question comes down to was Spain deserving of it? I think so, honestly, because what they did, they went through a tougher round of elimination versus what Argentina had to go through. I mean, Argentina had to go through England, yes, but reality is like Cape Verde. I mean, honestly, they were almost defeated by Cape Verde, uh, or Cape Verde, and then they were almost eliminated or beaten by even Egypt as well too. So we're at. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. They should have lost Egypt. They should have lost Egypt. The refereeing, the officiating there was. But anyways, whereas what Spain had to go through, they had to go through Portugal. Then they had to go through um, Portugal, then Belgium, and then through France, of all people. I mean, honestly, that was impressive, especially what they did to France and what they did containing France. I mean, that was impressive. And that's why I think they deserved it. Question comes down to is yes, Mbappe now had more goals, is the leading goal scorer compared to Messi. Messi has all his goals in this place, but he has all the other accolades at that point. I had other videos at that point as well too. You can look them up, discussing like should Mbappe be considered the GOAT right now? If Mbappe were to have won this World Cup, I would have said yes. Reality is only time will tell. We'll have to wait when he's 31 for the next World Cup, and see how he does there. If he wins there, I think it's a strong possibility that he could be considered a guy. I mean, honestly, like what Mbappe's able to do is impressive in and of itself, basically. So I would say this: um, the new breed of generations that's coming out now, it's it's going to be a bunch of interesting stars. Now, the real question is, can Major League Soccer, i.e., the U.S. and MLS, draw some of these young talent basically because like we're getting like older talents basically at this point, like we're getting what's his face, Messi, well past his prime. Could they gotten Ronaldo at that point well past his prime? Possibly. But the reality is it's like these teams are basically trying to specifically like what's his name, Beckham, Beckham basically, when he lured Messi to Inter Miami, it was impressive in and of itself, but he was really coming for the fact of like to draw the crowds, which it ended up doing what he did. It ended up doing what he wanted. Question is like, can they get Mbappe? I don't know, because like the real question is Mbappe coming to the MLS, Bellingham coming to the MLS? Yeah, it's gonna be a little tricky because quite honestly, we're not at that stage where like U.S. baseball, U.S. basketball, U.S. football. It's more predominantly our sports, and even hockey for that matter as well too, compared to soccer or football. If we can get to that level, I mean, this World Cup has shown that we are at the stage of now at the crescendo of maybe going over the peak of like, all right, the U.S. audience is now thinking like, hey, we can become dominant in the world of soccer, world of football. Basically, we just need to get over that hump. Basically, we just need to generate stars out of the U.S. I mean, Christian Pulisic, yes, that's one. But reality is like you saw how he played when they went against Belgium. Honestly, I mean, yeah, he had probably an injury, but at the same time, the rest of the team didn't do so much. It's one of those things where like this should be a bunch of our all star. It's like our NBA stars going and playing for the World Cup or going for playing for the Olympics. This should be a case where like it's our best players from MLS and whatnot, and all the other uh, leagues that they play of as American citizens, and grabbing them and playing them here. But reality is like we're not going to get those stars just yet because MLS is not paying the amount of money that the stars are getting, let's say playing in the Premier League or Championship League, or I don't know what the Spanish league is, where you have Real Madrid and Barcelona. But yeah, w- if we can get those people, I mean, Neymar, if we'd gotten Neymar, honestly, if I'm MLS, I'm going to try to recruit people out of Brazil, recruit people out of Argentina, recruit people out of like Mexico within uh, this side of the continent, within this hemisphere, basically, because a lot of these players, they have to go abroad. They're going to miss home. I think they would want to come back home at that point. Um, so, oh, missed call. Okay, sorry. So it's one of those things. I think the MLS has to work on itself a little bit. We're at that stage where, like, I think if we can get enough players, I mean, if enough fans and a larger, larger base, I think the players themselves could garner the money themselves from the perspective of if they can get. I mean, like the way Messi has worked it around basically is he's getting a huge deal from Apple TV and whatnot, and from MLS itself at that point as well too. I mean, Beckham basically did practically the same thing. Apple TV didn't exist, but he was able to buy his own team, and now it's worth billions of dollars. Um, it'd be interesting to see how this works out, honestly. But I'll say this: um, I've already discussed if Mbappe is going to be is a goat. Personally, long story short, he's not there. If he can get that second World Cup, then yes, I think he becomes the GOAT. But reality is like it's always going to be Messi and Ronaldo. Those guys have, they don't, well, Messi has the World Cup, but they have all these accolades to the point where, like, I mean, even like, it's hard to say, but like Ronaldo, you're not hearing him in, Saudi Arabia's league. So he made the mistake of going there. That's his own fault at that point. Um, in any situation, I'll say this. Um, if I'm an MLS owner, I'm gonna try to recruit some players from like within our within our hemisphere, and try to garner enough try to create a super team. I'll try to create a super team. If I'm the New York Football Club, Red Bull, LA Galaxy, I don't know, Chicago Fire. I don't have no idea who the other great teams out there. I mean, those are only four that I know of right now. If I'm them, or Inter Miami for that matter, I try to create a super team. Try to create a super team. You try to gather stars. Eventually, you'll probably get the fans. If you as it goes, if if you build it, they will come. Anyways, with that, I'll leave it at that. You're welcome to leave a comment in the comment section. Disagree with me, agree with me. It's up to you. I would love to hear your thoughts on MLS. This is not my forte in sports, but it is what it is. I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.